guys are crazy. 50 cents. In the 50s, I could get a top of cola, bag of popcorn, pay for the movie, and have a nickel left over.
Wait a second, where were
Really?
you?
How
What
much?
does top
This
of cola?
is regional.
All right. Today we're going to start at the retirement house with feeling a little peeved. Don't you just hate it when? Dot, take it away.
Oh, yeah. I hate it when we run out of toilet paper and I'm in the bathroom and no one has brought any extra toilet paper in. No one.
No one.
Yeah. You're stuck with paper
And so-
towels.
Yeah.
Or
How
worse.
No paper
Were you
towels?
home
No,
alone?
yes.
No paper towels either.
No,
Yeah, I was there all by myself.
You stuck with your
I'm
fingers.
counting. I always replace the toilet paper. Always.
yes.
Well, I think you should make sure that person,
Did you-
find them.
Who was it?
Were you so pressed to go that you didn't have time to look to see if there was paper before you?
Absolutely. When I have to go, I got to go. I'm like in there like a jet plane.
Wow.
Well, this is why you need a bidet.
Ah.
And we wouldn't have to have
I
toilet
still
paper.
think you need to. Oh, I don't know.
But
Yeah.
it's
I
not
never
good.
had one,
Yeah,
so I
that's
don't
not
know.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hate it when someone hawks up a big loogie like right on the street. To me, that grosses me out. It's usually men that do that. I think it's disgusting. And I
too.
don't know what to say, but I don't know what you guys would say if someone did that, but
I take it they let it loose.
they let it loose.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
you know that sound?
And then they spit.
yes.
Yes.
Expectorate. I'm
I've
sorry.
never
Yes.
seen a woman
Yes.
do it.
No, woman's never done
Oh,
it.
I have.
Oh,
You have?
Please. Oh, some of the grossest expectorating I've ever seen.
What? From a woman?
Yeah, vile. Man.
Well,
Well,
not a
yeah.
retirement
I
house woman.
just hate it when Robert Redford is late for lunch.
Oh.
Yeah, I just don't like waiting 5 minutes just because he's a big movie star.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
well.
busy. He's
Yeah.
a busy
I mean, does
man,
he send you a
says.
text? I mean, to confirm? I mean, that's the
I'm
deal.
sorry, but he doesn't text.
Oh, Robert, shame on you.
So when was the last time you had lunch with Robert?
1926.
Whoa. Wait,
Yeah.
was he alive in
He's a baby
1926?
then.
I'm trying to
No,
do the
he'd be
math
100
here.
years
I don't think,
old.
I don't think either one of them were.
Well, around that
Are
time.
you doubting my word?
I
Robert
think this is a
Senior.
fantasy. I
Yeah.
think it's not true.
Yeah, I think that was one of those pre-birth experiences.
What about you,
Pre-birth.
Curtis?
Well, I hate it, and I'm going to make this a gender thing because I don't see many women do this. When I'm in a restaurant eating, and this loud nose blower blows and takes his time and folds his handkerchief and touches on it and puts it. It just rubs me. I mean,
Disgusting.
don't you hate that?
Well, handkerchiefs are
Do
gross.
you leave your food and leave the restaurant?
Sometimes I almost regurgitate it.
Really?
Sometimes
That bad?
It's
Wow.
bad. It's just horrible because I see all these little lumps in the
Why are you looking?
not
Yeah.
physically, but in your imagination.
Is this
The
hooked to
idea.
some childhood trauma
Yeah.
you went through or something?
Yes, because there was a guy in my school named Nathaniel Possum.
Yes, there. Always. I know who
Yeah,
you're talking
and
about.
every time I had an ice cream cone, he'd ask for a lick.
Oh.
And every time he'd ask for a lick, he had a big booger right there. And I would just give him the ice cream cone.
Yeah, I'd give him the ice cream.
So I have nightmares about blowing your nose and
God.
That's a bad one.
just makes me shimmy shammy.
All right, Chuck, it's your turn. Don't you just hate it when?
I hate it when you're trying to find a parking spot. For say, I go to Trader Joe's, the small lot, and you circle and you circle and you got a spot, and some SOB cuts in front and takes that spot. And it's like you go back and circle and end up on the street somewhere.
Yeah.
Do you try to fight him?
Nope. Go
Is
by
it a
and-
gorilla?
No, it's not a gorilla. No.
Gorilla.
Well, for Chuck and I,
Do
it's a
you need
gorilla.
100 men to protect you at Trader Joe's?
No. I'm on my own.
I fight for my spots.
Do you?
Yeah, but you can get away with it. But
Yeah.
Chuck and I can't get
No,
away with
I-
that.
No.
My car is banged up enough. I don't want to try to
Yeah.
hit somebody else.
No,
It's
we don't want
Eugene.
we don't want to be
Curtis.
confronted with them big
Curtis.
muscles.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Eugene.
It's Eugene.
Oh,
Yeah.
Eugene.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm Eugene Curtis.
Good to meet you, Eugene.
Good to meet you, Curtis.
Nice guy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Over to Larry.
Well,
How about you, buddy?
and I hate it when you go into Trader Joe's, you know exactly what you're having for lunch. You know, you're going to have this tuna fish sandwich, you're going to have regular potato chips, and you're going to have Trader Joe's coleslaw pack.
Okay.
Oh man, they make it so good. And then you go in, and it was there. There was 6 of them there last night. When you went by, you just forgot to buy a package. So you go in there and you're at it, and there's none left. And you go, oh God, all right. Oh, there's a guy. And you ask them what's going on, and they say, oh, it's out of season.
Does he,
is
does he
that-
say it
There's a lot
like
of
that?
cabbage right there. What do you
Right.
mean it's out of season?
I know.
I
I mean,
hate
I
that.
get you get it worse when it's like, oh, we don't carry that anymore.
Yeah.
Something
Oh,
you've been
it's
going for years
usually
and
like
years.
the-
and
yeah.
You don't have
Or
it
how
anymore.
about the one that says, "Oh, we haven't had that for 6 months"?
Oh yeah.
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 That's,
Or
then I'd go to the
yeah,
manager.
we're going to have that back in a month. Month later, oh no,
Yeah.
we don't have it anymore. We don't
Yeah,
continue,
right.
discontinue.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Yeah, it seemed like everything you liked, they discontinue
wait,
it.
for me, yeah,
Right.
3 or 4
Well, they
items.
buy everything on a 2-year contract at Trader Joe's.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and at
Oh.
the end of Trader Joe's, a great quantity of people of their customers, purveyors, they up the price because they're so popular. They sell
Oh.
almost
I
anything
have
they
noticed
carry
that, yeah.
because they have a very tight line. So if something doesn't sell,
Sell.
they don't sell it anymore. They'll get
Wow.
Oh, we
That's
didn't
true.
know
So
that.
yeah,
I did
they
not
hook
know
you
that.
up. They
Alright.
hook you up.
Yeah.
Yep,
Did
yep,
you
yep.
ever work at Trader Joe's?
No, I visit a lot. All right, you know, I can't take all this negativity this time of day, and so you know, I think we ought to get a little positive here and positive reactions, and I just love it when
So you love it
But-
when
I love it when I get in the car and I'm late. You know, I think I'm going to be late, and I'm really nervous about everything, and I pull all up on the 134, and it's just clear as you can see. And you're just whoosh along and no problems all the way until you get off.
Yeah. Well,
And I'll leave it there.
okay. Okay, so you get off while you're driving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you're on the freeway
you're
and it's all
unique.
clear and you can go where you want to go.
Larry,
and it's
only
working
you
for
can do that. That's
I mean,
good.
wow.
I'm-
we'll check.
You
with
know, it
Bonnie
might be
later to see.
3:30
Okay,
in the
well,
morning.
we're proud
but,
of you.
You know.
I love it when I and we get recognized for being in retirement house.
Ooh.
Walking down the street and out of nowhere, aren't you this? Aren't you that? As when I was back home a few years ago at my grandnephew's first birthday, and his mother's friend says, "Oh, you're that star." It's only TikTok. And her husband's a police officer, and a fellow police officer recognized me. Yeah, you're on TikTok. Yeah, it's just TikTok. So it was wonderful to be recognized, and we were in New York City, and all these places recognizing us. So 2 years ago, my ego was up, and walking down the streets, and no one recognized me. But as Rose would say, if you go looking for it, you won't find it.
Yeah.
It's when you're just walking around and they recognize you. And
Just like
Love that.
love.
yeah, yeah, true.
I love it when I'm assigned a seat on an airplane,
Yeah.
and it's by. She doesn't have to be good looking, but it's by
Oh.
it's by a woman, even if she's fat, because I almost lost my life between 2 fat men on a plane. Fat men on a plane. I was sitting like this, and they still were pressing on my sides because they were bumping. The stewardess had to go around them sideways. These were 2 big men.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
It would
And I
be
just love
nice
it.
that if
Me.
you could. Wouldn't it be nice if we could pick the seat and actually know who we were sitting next to?
Wow.
Like if
Oh.
they could tell us ahead of time.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Multiple choice. You could have a
And
test.
they would have pictures of the people.
Oh,
so
and you could pick
choose.
the
Well, you know
people
what? We
want.
could put it online,
That
and then
would
you
be
could check their
cool.
history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
and
you
pick, I
single?
want them.
Yeah.
I want them.
Yeah, are you
Check their
single?
DNA.
Would you like a massage? You know, while
Do
we're
you
up
give a
here?
massage?
Yeah. Only first class. Only first
Yeah.
class you
Yeah.
get them.
I love it when I'm going onto the airplane and I give in my seat pass, and the woman at the gate takes it, looks at it, throws it on the ground, and fast as you can imagine, gives me another one and bumps me up to business class.
First class.
Yes,
Okay.
and you know what? That just happened to me. I was going to San Diego, and that stewardess just threw it down like
Very
I thought, are they arresting me? Do I have my passport?
Oh, that's
and instead,
fabulous.
she just bumped me up from 30C to 11.
That's a long
Moving up
flight.
in the
You
world.
need a
That
good
doesn't
seat.
happen that often.
No.
No.
It almost never happens.
Yeah.
But it happens, and when it happens, I just love it.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Too.
I just love it when I can just wake up at any time I want and take a long bubble bath. Like if I don't have anything to do, and I can just have coffee and a bubble bath in the morning. With no plans or nothing.
Lavender.
Turn off everything.
Lavender.
Oil, candles.
I was gonna say you have the candles going.
Yeah, candles.
Yeah, candles.
Even
Wow.
in like the morning or evening where you have no plans, nothing to do.
Yeah, you need a big tub for that, right? Like
Yeah.
that one upstairs.
Yeah, we need a
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
pink tub and
When
Yeah.
I was in San Diego, I had a big tub, and I sent back a picture of it to Retirement House, and I said, "Wow, this is my kind of place."
yeah.
And
Whoa.
what did they reply?
Did we get
So-
bigger tubs now?
They said, "Send naked pictures."
And did you?
That's the dirty old man.
So I love it when someone else reaches for the check. Because I was the breadwinner in my family, and I was always paying for everybody, and also I worked a lot of years, and I was a boss of a business, and so I was always picking up the check. And now that they think I'm a little old lady, and it happens quite
I
a few
love it.
times.
Yeah, right on. I like
Discounts
that.
too.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
You've never been out with me.
Because you'd always get the check.
You would think that,
No,
but
I'm good.
I'm the one who's always getting it. Because I don't like to go through that moment. It's like a moment when you're about to ask someone out to pick up the check moment. It's a moment, and there's a feeling there. I just like to
say
avoid
split
it.
You just say, let's split this stuff.
Let me tell you, this guy is so nuts that when we went for pizza and they charged him for 2 pizzas instead of 1, he didn't even complain to the cashier.
Aw.
Did they give him
great.
And
two?
was stupid enough to give a tip. All right, guys, it's time to do a trek back through history.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to give you an item, and I want you to tell me how much it is, Eugene, without looking at the card.
Okay. Okay.
Now, how much do you think a movie ticket cost in the 1950s?
No, I was a very little kid, so it was for kids. Price is about a dime.
A dime?
Hang tight there, buddy boy. I'm thinking I was born in 1950, and those first 5 years going to the movies with my parents, I'm pretty sure it was a quarter.
Oh, no.
Maybe
That's
38
way.
cents.
If they were
30.
carrying you, it could have been 0.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Well,
think
these
They
guys
took
are,
us everywhere.
What are these guys? These guys are crazy. 50 cents. I could, for a quarter in the 50s, I could get a top of cola, a bag of popcorn, pay for the movie, and have a nickel left over.
Wait a
What?
second. Where were
Really?
you?
How
What's
much?
a top
this,
of cola?
this is regional. This is
Alabama.
regional.
Yeah, so I tell you, it all has to
you're
do
right.
with
Where you
it's-
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we could get Raisinets and Goobers. I don't know if you had those. They were in a box with chocolate. Some had
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
some
they
had
still have
raisins-
those.
Yeah.
Raisinets. And those were like, for 35 cents.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could get
Yeah.
that and a drink.
Right.
Wait, you're saying you could get the movie and what's a Topicola?
A Topicola is a 16-ounce drink.
They had 16 ounces and 50.
Yeah.
Oh.
That. Oh man.
I don't
Not,
remember that.
not back
Wow.
home. We didn't have.
Yeah, I
Well,
didn't, we,
you know
we
what?
didn't have
Maybe it's a
drinks
down
that
south
big.
thing.
In
Maybe
Alabama.
so, yeah, we didn't have
Alabama,
those.
they had Topicola. I forget if it was a Pepsi product or what, but it was a Topicola.
Okay,
and
okay.
then
Sounds
they
like a
had-
dance.
Or maybe an
Yes.
RC cola.
A Topicola.
Yeah,
Okay.
And okay, guys. In 1950, the producers said that we paid 50 cents for a movie ticket.
No,
The producers weren't even born.
I don't believe
Right.
it.
1950.
Yeah.
I
So how
went
would
to
they
see
know?
My first movie with my brother Jim. I might have gone with one of my parents earlier, but I remember this one especially. He and I went to the Surf movie theater in the Sunset District in San Francisco to see The Day the Earth Stood Still, and I got in. I got a bag of popcorn and a big hunk.
What's a big
Big-
hunk?
A big hunk.
A big hunk is a
was
candy bar.
A nougat candy
Oh.
bar. And if you got any fillings, they're coming out.
Yeah.
like a
How
sugar
much
daddy.
was it? How
But
much-
that was, we spent, plus bus fare, 50 cents. For me,
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
my
and you know
50
what?
cents.
I lived in Cleburne, Texas in 1950, and I really remember that it only costs a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? The producer and the director at Retirement House are young. They
Yeah.
don't know nothing.
Full of what?
Right.
They don't know
And
nothing.
they're full of
Well,
what?
they look it up on Amazon.
They should have.
I
They
mean,
should
on
have.
the internet.
They could have
They should
Googled
have. They
it.
should have asked their parents. Their parents would have known. And you mentioned before
Or
it's
siblings.
regional.
Yeah, it's
It
regional.
is regional, though.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it's only
Yeah.
10 cents.
How
back
many
home.
of you
Yeah.
have ever seen gasoline at a dime a gallon?
I have.
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
I
Yeah.
saw it at
Dime.
25 cents.
When I
Yeah.
started
Yeah.
Because
looking-
my brother worked at a
Well,
gas station.
if you had a Regal gas station, they had the pumps. They also had a big. They gave S&H stamps and green stamps, and
Yeah.
you could turn them in for all
Yeah,
kinds of.
yeah.
But they had the
Oh.
gas pumps that were dial-o-matics, and you could dial the octane.
And it go up
And
in the bowl?
No, it wasn't that
Oh,
old.
no, it's not that one.
It was modern at that.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
And so you could dial the octane, and the price went up or down.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh, that's
Oh, that I don't
That's
remember.
kinda
No.
Yeah.
Did we talk about what the prices are today for a movie theater?
Not yet.
Not
Oh,
yet,
yeah.
but
Okay.
they're also wrong.
Yeah,
I
that's-
forgot
yeah.
how much it cost. Well, we're seniors. We
Yeah,
get a
Well, I
senior.
mean-
yeah, but even seniors, you can't get into a movie theater for $12.
On
Oh yeah,
Tuesday?
no. In Pasadena, what is it? Not the Rialto. The up in Pasadena.
Yeah.
Some old movie theater on a Tuesday for seniors.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
$5.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you can see.
Van
A
Nuys
couple of-
has
yeah.
one that is
Yeah.
like 10 or 12.
If you look for
The
it.
Lemley.
Yeah,
The
you
Lemley.
can find
The
them.
Lemley.
Yeah, the Lemley.
Oh
And
yeah, but
Sunset.
it's old theater, and
Smelly.
Yeah, little
old
old, little
movie.
smelly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and you don't have to take a date because a rat will be sitting beside you.
Oh, wait. Now, also, if you took the bus and went all the way downtown, you could go to those all-night movie theaters, the ones that were running 24 hours.
yeah.
Oh.
They were a little weird, though.
Yeah,
yeah.
they're very
Yeah.
weird.
And you could go way up in the loges.
You can
It's
see
really
that.
weird.
When I was
Yeah.
growing up, they
Forget
arrested
it, buddy.
somebody. They arrested somebody for hanging out at the movie theater when the kids were there.
Oh, yeah.
In
That was-
handcuffs.
yeah,
I saw it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that happened a
Ew.
lot.
Okay, so look, I have a new question for everybody.
Okay.
In the 1960s, how much did the first color TVs cost?
Wow.
I think the first color TVs cost $250.
What?
I
really?
agree.
Wow.
About
Maybe?
200 something, over 225.
Yeah.
No, those
Yeah.
were black and white TVs.
No, I don't know.
I
Maybe
think color.
not.
I think the first
No.
color ones.
And you think how big they were too. I remember,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was a big deal.
Yeah,
Our whole
yeah, yeah,
family
yeah.
sat around waiting.
Yeah.
We couldn't afford, actually, we weren't the first to get the color
Yeah,
TVs.
neither
So
were
we
we.
watched it at somebody else's house
Yep.
down the block. But then, it was very exciting when it came
Yes.
Absolutely.
Big deal.
Oh, yeah, it was a
Absolutely.
big deal.
in. And the
Yeah.
color was not great.
No.
No, and there was three. Remember, there was only 3 channels.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
the
And
birth
there were
of
only
the
3 colors.
There- 3
Red,
colors and
blue,
3
and
channels.
yellow.
the NBC Peacock was
Right,
born then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yes,
right.
yeah.
But I don't know how much. You think it was 200 and some?
Yeah, I think so.
That's a lot of money back then.
Well,
$250.
The
I
answer.
said $179.
No,
Whoa.
the answer is $495.
Almost
I was going to say
500
500, but I
Yeah.
thought it was too
Wow.
much.
That's
Thank
a
you,
lot.
Mom and Dad.
That's a
Well,
lot.
I got to call my brother because
Yeah.
actually my brother
Say
saved
thank
his
you.
money and bought it.
Yeah.
So
No
right
wonder
then,
we
that was
couldn't
amazing.
And
afford it.
how
No,
much
250.
now for a 50-inch?
329.
Not much. You go to Costco.
329.
Yeah.
I just got one.
Oh,
Well,
really?
Yeah, well, I had to because ours died, and the landlord said, "Yeah, just
How
go to
big?
Costco."
And
This is
nobody
like 60
thinks
inches.
twice
Oh my
about
gosh.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
For how much?
Yeah.
329.
Between 3 and 350,
Yeah,
right?
Samsung.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
And what I want to know is, have we all lost our value as much as color television?
Jeez.
Okay, the answer is $150 to $300. You were absolutely right.
150.
Wow. Very
Whoa.
Okay.
I gotta look.
You have to
What
buy
did
the
we say?
$150 one back in the alley.
Yeah.
Probably.
Off the truck.
It's troubling to me to try to figure out why TVs, got less expensive and everything else is more expensive. Can anybody tell me why that is?
Technology.
Yeah.
And just easier parts. Maybe they're all from the U.S., so there's no tariff
I was
on
going
them.
to say they bring them in
Well-
from some other places,
Yeah.
and it's made really cheap.
Yes.
Cheap
just
labor.
to
Well, what about
brainwash people.
What about some of
so
these
that you
other
don't get
things?
outside and. I
Sure.
think it's all brainwashing myself.
I think it's for the propaganda. They all want you to have something
glued
that they
to the
can
TV.
give you
Glued
all
to.
of the
Yeah.
nonsense on.
Oh, well, what about a computer?
Yes.
Well, and there's.
I mean, but
yeah.
there you go.
cheaper,
I mean,
too.
they increased in price. Television decreased.
I don't know. Do we have?
Whoa,
an answer?
maybe that's the answer.
What's that?
we should watch
Maybe that's
it on the
answer.
computer.
How many people are watching TV these days?
Yeah.
More
the
people
TV.
are going to.
They're streaming.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're watching
yeah.
podcasts and on TikTok.
And they're watching films
watching
on
us.
their phones.
Yeah.
On their
Yeah.
phones.
Yeah.
For me, I'd lose the film's quality
Yes.
on
Right.
the phone.
And finally, guys, let's talk about cars.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm ready.
Cars.
Man, what about the 1950 Chevy Bel Air?
What about?
Hardtop.
Was it a coupe?
Hardtop?
You mean brand new?
Brand new.
Oh.
I think hardtop. I think it was $790.
This girl is really out there.
Well,
Price is right.
Out of,
Six and a quarter.
What do you say?
Well, I see now
but
that
he had one.
my eyes lit up because that was my first car.
Oh,
Was
wow.
that-
What'd you
Oh,
pay
okay.
for it?
And I paid $75.
Was it brand new?
Hell no.
Well, brand new car.
You know, it was, well, what,
How
15
about-
years old at that point.
So you think under $1,000?
Yes.
She's-
Back then? Back then?
She already said under 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you?
Somewhere around 1,000.
That's a lot of money.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of money.
Around 1,000? Where will you
Now
go?
it's
Well, I have the answer, so I.
Oh, that's right.
an answer.
And
Six-
you?
I'm going a little less than Dot. 650.
All of you guys. Now, why are you sticking around the $1,000 mark?
Now
Big
it's
car.
like cars are 20, 30, 40,
Yeah,
50,000.
easy. Yeah.
Right?
Why are
Okay.
cars more expensive
So-
and TVs are less expensive? That doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so
Yeah.
reverse inflate.
Okay.
I'm all for that.
So more,
So what
you
do you
think it's
think?
more higher? We're too low.
Yeah, you're too low.
Yeah.
Raise it up a little bit.
Okay.
You mean the American car?
$1,800.
Okay.
That's
$2,000.
getting
Two-
2,000. 2,000. You got 2,000.
Yeah, I
dude.
didn't
Yep.
think it was under a
Now,
thousand.
isn't it funny that all of you are within $100 of the price of the Chevy Velvet?
How much?
You're $100 over, so
Wow.
you lose. She's $100 under, so she wins.
Yay!
Ah, okay.
So what was the price?
Price is right.
1900.
Wow.
Whoa.
How
That
much
was-
now?
Oh God, 48,000.
Yeah.
Depends on the
Yeah.
accessories.
Right.
Okay, it's time to get into a new game now. Is
Okay.
everybody ready?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So we looked at some people's phones and we found some very interesting texts. So now I have a question. It's a text. He's hot, but he thinks JFK is still alive. It's on Monterey's phone.
Well,
Explain yourself.
I know. Yes, I was thinking about this very well, actually it was a new picture of my son, and I think well, if I was a young lady, I'd say that same thing to him. But then again, he thinks JFK is still alive.
Oh.
Okay.
Isn't he?
Well, he might be a different JFK than I'm thinking about.
All right, Curtis. I was on your phone and I saw the text that said I didn't mean to send that to the church group chat. What did you send and who did you send it to?
I sent a nude picture.
Oh. To who? Who'd you send it to?
Well, it was of me. Oh,
Who'd you send it to?
Jesus?
no.
If it was the baby Jesus.
Let my stuff alone. It was of me, and I was sending it to my girlfriend, but I hit the church number. What? Went to the church.
Oh my goodness.
What did they? Who
Are you still?
got it?
Are you still in the congregation?
Yeah.
It was so little they couldn't tell whose it was.
Baby Jesus
It
again.
was that gorilla.
There was a little gorilla in there.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hey, we're going to move on to the next question.
Oh, You got
okay.
out too easy. You got out too easy on that.
So I was looking on Eugene's phone, and I saw this text. It says, bring a wig, a plunger, and a bag of baked chicken.
Whoa.
Well,
going on?
I needed the plunger because I had been eating fried chicken. And it just and beans and went right through me and plugged up the toilet. And I thought, bring some friends over to be sure it's baked chicken, so it won't go through. I'm going to have baked chicken and eat afterwards. And the wig was for when I leave the house, leave my apartment, they won't know that it was me. That was. Poisoning and
Guys,
had the problem.
Did you plug up the hole?
Yeah, well, the one downstairs got plugged
In
up.
the
to
whole
one.
unit?
Not the one, just the one below me. Just me and the
darling.
one
Oh, my
below me.
God.
Stop the whole thing.
You
Oh,
are-
man.
So I just
are
He's sick.
the
put the wig
silliest.
out. With,
Wait
You
a
are
minute.
the
Okay, is
silliest.
this for real?
They don't invite you to barbecues, do they?
well, people told me I've been full of so it's true.
I'm not eating at your
Okay.
house.
with that, it's time to move to the next card.
Move to the next
Whose
part.
mess is
Whose
this?
mess is this?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so here's the next game.
Yeah.
Something's gone terribly wrong in the house, and it's a big mess, and you're getting blamed. How do you defend yourself? And here's an example.
Okay.
There's a turkey in the bathtub, and it's wearing a diaper. What do you have to say about that, Dot?
Okay. Well, look, it was just before Thanksgiving. And they gave it to me live. I thought it was going to be gone and I was going to, prep it I was going to brine it. But so it was pooping and peeing.
What is wrong?
You killed it?
So no, wait a minute, it's still alive. So I had to borrow my grandson's diapers and put them on.
You didn't want to make a mess.
And it was making noise, and so I barricaded it in the bathroom. And I was just waiting for the butcher to come over and take. They made a mistake and gave me a live.
The butcher.
Oh,
You've had a crush on that butcher for 2 years.
That is
Oh
true.
my God.
So you are
Whoa.
responsible for the mess.
Gary, I
Yeah.
like him. He's at the Gelsons,
Oh,
okay?
okay.
Gelson.
Yeah.
Gelson Gary.
It was true
I
love.
got a picture of the turkey in the diaper in the bathroom.
I had no choice.
And I got a picture of the butcher coming in the front door.
Yeah.
And the two of you did not go anywhere near the bathroom.
The turkey.
Oh.
Where did you go?
Just out front.
Okay, yeah.
So the turkey's still
South
in the
of
tub.
France.
Wait a minute. That's why
In the south of France, in the front of the house. We went in the basement. He was showing me
Oh.
where.
Basement.
Damn it.
That's why that blow-up bed
Whoa.
is still up in the basement.
What
So-
happened to
the
the turkey?
now?
Still in the tub with the
Look,
diaper?
Just like the bee situation in my backyard, they came to remove the turkey with multiple people, and they put it in a bag.
A
And
bag?
it did not die. They put it like over his head, like as if they were kidnapping it.
So it's a bagged turkey.
This is the FBI. We're at the front door. What are you doing to the turkey?
This is the turkey police.
Yeah.
It's Gary's fault.
Oh, because he was the one that brought
Talked
the
me
turkey.
into the live turkey, thinking that the
Okay.
turkey would just yes.
Okay.
Okay.
No
Okay.
more live turkey.
With that,
Yeah.
Wow.
whose mess is this? House listed as senior whorehouse on Airbnb. Airbnb.
What? Okay, it has to be one of you guys.
Senior whorehouse?
I wouldn't have put senior in there. I would just put whorehouse.
Did you say
seniors?
horror?
What's wrong with senior?
Horror house.
HORR or HO
Or W-H.
W?
Oh.
Oh my God, girl!
Well,
It has to be a guy.
I mean, if you saw this house, I mean, I haven't had any takers. Nobody even drives by this place to look at it. And I mean, it's not that bad of a house. You could tear it down and build something really nice if you know the view's good. So, you know, it may be a lost leader, but what the hell? It's got to have people come. And I'll tell you, I saw that. I sold that house in about a half a day.
Thank you, Larry, for trying to cover up. It was me. I just feel like we need a little more action in the house.
Well,
And
that's true.
We
I
could
mean, it
use a
doesn't
little
like
extra
horror
money. Yeah.
means something different as a senior.
To who?
To like
Another
a lot of
senior?
people, and we can redirect people. It's more kind of hoary,
Motherly.
motherly, loving.
Come into my
Motherly.
breasts, I'll breastfeed
Right,
you.
different experience.
Yes.
And maybe there's people out there that need more of a senior
we could
love.
Be really sweet.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think we
See?
should have other men
Right.
come in too. I mean,
You've got
mean,
three guys.
you
here.
guys are great, but we
Yeah,
need
I
some
mean,
other.
just,
They never
Really
look
different.
bad.
I'm
Okay. We
need
sorry,
some new
guys. I
blood.
just thought it would, kind of spice things up a
Yeah,
little bit.
spicy.
I guess so.
Okay, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
if we get
it's
a cut.
okay,
As long as we get a cut.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Eugene.
Now I want a real answer. Eugene, there is a man at the front door in latex asking for you. What's going on?
Oh,
Oh, well,
Oh, I've always had my suspicions.
well,
He's
no,
back.
That's my instructor and my physical therapist to help me out. I'm trying to lose some weight, and he suggested latex. It makes you sweat and holds in the gut. And so I'd be more attractive to the ladies, so they wouldn't have to make a whorehouse out of this place.
Oh, as you work out, you mean you'll be...
Yeah,
you
you're
could
sweating in the
hold it
latex,
in
hold it in, and working out. And he was showing me what it looks like,
Yes,
and I was gonna see what
I've
it looks
heard
like.
about this.
He says that he's paying you. What kind of lessons are
Oh,
those?
he wanted to show that a senior could wear latex,
Yes.
and still lose weight and get fit.
I know,
And
but he is talking about paying.
yes,
you.
I'm going to be his subject.
Yeah.
So he's going to pay me to wear it and show that the before and after.
Oh, it's like a
Commercial.
influencer.
Yeah, like a- like a- like a-
maybe he's a big
You could turn
influencer.
into a blue man. Maybe it's a blue man.
Like a brand deal, like a brand deal, and
Yeah.
Well, they used to use a saran wrap For real,
Yeah.
to do that.
I know.
still do.
I tried that.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
Yeah.
Eugene,
Yes.
I have set up a polygraph test in the basement, and I would like you to come downstairs.
With you.
Of course,
With the
me.
latex.
Just you and I. Okay.
With the latex.
Can I wear the latex?
And
Of
take a
course.
latex
Okay.
test.
Of
That's
course,
good.
with me.
Okay.
And I'll put that cuff on your arm.
Okay.
And
What about
we'll
in his
see
mouth?
whether you're telling the truth about all of this.
Okay. And I think when we're done, you're going to enjoy the latex and you can try it on yourself.
Ah, but it's the wrong color. It's gray.
Oh.
Yeah, nah.
I'll wear it.
Okay.
Tick tock, tick tock.
I mean, whose mess is this? All of our pineapples, all of ours, is turned upside down.
Where are they? Where did you find them?
Who's speaking for me?
On your door, your pineapple is turned upside down.
I know.
That's so weird, isn't it?
It is.
Someone
Yes.
do that. I mean,
Why? Why did
mean-
you do
Do
it?
that.
Have you been messing with the
don't.
pineapples?
No, I've been so they're more ripe and
Do you know?
No,
do you
no,
know
no.
what an upside down
Pineapple is?
means?
I don't know. I just was
Yeah,
making it
yeah,
more ripe.
yeah. Yep.
Wait a minute.
It's-
Why not?
Let her explain.
Why not? Well, let's say what it is. Tell them what it is.
I don't really know.
Oh, I
You guys tell me.
I think the young
Miss Innocent, come on.
Yeah.
She's been set up.
Okay, look,
innocent.
when I was in my 20s, we were swingers, and I heard that the upside down.
Well, that's why I did it for you.
You were
I did it for you because I knew when you were in your 20s you were a swinger, and I thought maybe I would add a little more spice to the house. That's why I did
Do I
it.
look
okay,
for
guys,
swinger?
I did it for Frank.
Did that mean you wanted to swing with her?
Well, no, just to add more people to the house.
Yeah,
maybe they come by and then
Make
you
us
know,
make this
that's why I
a
did
senior
it.
whorehouse.
A senior whorehouse.
Senior whorehouse.
And what? We swap? Everybody swap?
No, we weren't talking about you guys. We were just talking about.
about you guys.
You know what?
They were talking about the gorilla.
Sorry,
We're
guys.
trying to get some news.
Lost out again.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Short end of the
I've
stick.
already had you guys. I thought
What?
I'd try some.
Not me.
In your dream.
Did I miss my turn?
Okay, I liked the show today. And if you guys liked it, check out the podcast.
Don't forget
To subscribe.